20 years, because sometimes those people have lost their direction, lost their way, and they're not bringing anything new to the game. So when someone says, I've got this really fresh new act, you really need to hear it, or like, that's interesting. And one of the reasons is, as a publication, a magazine, we want to be on the forefront of new cutting-edge music. So we want to be looking for this fresh new talent. We want to be the ones who says, we had him in the magazine, or we had her in the magazine, and nobody would pay attention. So that's one of the reasons why, if it's, you say, oh, listen, I'm fresh off the block, doesn't matter on your age, because, you know, age is irrelevant. You know, you get in, Jarvis Cocker got into the scene at 30 something, and Paul became famous at 40 years old, and everyone was looking for Britpop bands at 18, so it doesn't matter on age, just if you're bringing something fresh to the game. So, new talent, I say for me, for the magazine, it's always something that we're very much interested in. Of course, we will reference with the guys who are in the scene, the guys who helped to create the scene, but it's the new talent that will keep us perpetuating as a magazine, and will keep fresh readers coming into as well. And the young kids and the next generation that are coming up, also, some of them have got, some of these guys who have been in the scene are irrelevant to them. Some of the new kids who they can identify with are the ones that they want to read about and, you know, see in the publication. So we spend a lot of time looking for new talent, but then, as I said, we're not going to forget.
No,
history, icons and legends of the city as well.
You know what's interesting is like what I have found as kind of like to give you an idea, because you're coming at it from the perspective of a new artist. What I found very interesting is that communication, which is what magazines do, this is not a bash, but it might sound like it. What I've done is I kind of rediscovered a new generation of followers based on something that I've been doing for a long time, but that not a lot of other people do anymore. I'm an extremely technical DJ that also knows how to program. But what I was able to do was to deploy that in social media and to kind of not so much reinvent, but to re-highlight. So what's happened is interesting. I've gotten so much more media attention from social media, which is where everyone's attention's on, even more than magazines, to the point where magazines have now come around and started going, well, what do you know, there's all this attention on you right now. So what I did is I stopped focusing on traditional methods, because this is really one of the interesting things is, and I've created something that people started talking about.
Is this with the tutorial, the mixing, like tutorial videos?
What wound up happening with that was, I was filmed, and some of the viral videos of me playing on 4 decks started circulating, and they started causing a lot of interesting discourse on, is he using sync, is he not? And it was like, no, this is what he does. And then as I would record more of those and put those out and start, plus I have a radio show, people then started focusing attention on that. And then I put out the tutorial when people started asking, how do you do X, Y, and Z? So that became kind of a new application of what I've been doing, but representing it in a different social media, in a different media platform.
Yeah. In fact, we had you on our stream, didn't we?
Yeah.
Vegas Stream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I remember that one.
But this is my point. It's like when you have people that have been doing the same thing for a long time and have not changed, it does tend to have a sell-by date. So you have to evolve your own way. On the flip side of that token, though, you can still do what you do, but find new ways to introduce it to different audiences because of the way social media has really democratized people's attention. You understand? So it's interesting how you strategically market yourself, but keep true to what your root is.
Yeah. And it's also, it's quite interesting because there's times when...
Wait, and there's one more. Somebody who's older, also, this is where a lot of things that I come in. I've introduced a lot of new talent. So they get the benefit of the visibility that I've had, but I also get the benefit of the freshness of them. So there's a symbiotic approach here. That draws attention.
Exactly. And that's one of the things that the magazine likes to do as well. But it is very interesting because at the same time, I'll say, for an example, within the EDM scene, the younger you are, the more noticed you're going to be. If a 40-year-old DJ decides, I'm going to be the MDJ,
Yeah.
the scene, the kids, the people, the promoters look and think, whoa,
It's
that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That's in the techno scene and some of the house scene. The older you are, the more revered you are, the more it's like, it's almost like a good wine, the older it is, the better it tastes, I think. And it's about the knowledge of the scene and knowing your scene. EDM is fresh and new, so relatively speaking, do you need to know much about what's gone before in the music? Whereas with techno and house, the history is so deep. So the guys who come through, regardless if you're young or old, if you know the history of the music and you know the history of your scene, that's how you get recognition as well. So it's a tough one when you say what do we look for as a publication, because there's so many different facets to it. Generally, fresh and new music or fresh and new arts and acts is where we're at, because we also always want to be seen as promoting the new acts. And for a publication's point of view, if we want to do it saying, there's the next big thing, there's the next big thing, there's the next big thing,
Gives you
and we get
credibility.
more right, we get credibility,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. So it was very sort of elements, but also at the same time, it's in our responsibility to highlight what has come before, and also to try and help educate the next generation coming through as to why we do this, and you know why you love it so much, and where you can come from and stuff like that. So yeah.
Do you all buy DJ magazine? Or do you look at DJ magazine? Which magazine do you look at online?